Start this hour to go. Maybe I should use different times, but for now, this is it. Let's put the YouTube makeup on and let's start a poll about today's topic. Can you hear God when He speaks to you? Let's see what you guys say about this, and I'll start. Soon, our beautiful community will join, community of the light and community of joy, light, and love. That's what we are. But first thing first is the daily morning spiritual bong. My smoking bong in the morning. Instead of having weed, I smoke white sage. I don't really smoke it, I just allow it to burn. Good morning. Who is with us? Who's the first viewer? Let me give you a shout out. Where are you from in the world? Thank you for joining this live stream. And know that if you landed here, then you're meant to be. Haha, Eric, how are we doing today? So good to have you as the first one. How are you after yesterday? Shout out to Ricky Roo, Eric, aka Eric. How are you after yesterday's stream? With the, like I was maybe a bit tough or straightforward on what need to do. I'm happy to hear you're good, but I hope it inspired you and it got you to think and to slowly plan it out and work out what's your first steps as you start walking up the pyramid. Welcome to the second viewer. Let us know in the comments who you are so I can give you a shout out as we start with my daily sage bong. Yes. Spiritual smoke. Okay, that's good. That's good. Proud of you. Providing for the family is always good. Always good. Helen. All right, let's see if it's Helen. Helen will text us if it's her. She's not trying to comment. But the second viewer with us today, write in the comments so we can know who you are, so we can give you a shout out. But yeah. Did you think a little bit about what we spoke yesterday, Eric, and how you're going to implement it slowly but surely? Do you know your first step? I think first step is to create and work on the simple but brilliant and tasty menu. Remember, 2 openers, 2 mainers, 2 desserts, 2 drinks or 4 drinks. That's it. Make it as simple as possible and as easiest way to automate it in a way. But yeah, today I'm going to speak about how to listen to divine. So sometimes he speaks to us directly, but most of the times he speaks to us in riddles. He speaks to us in ways that we don't really understand that it's a message and it's him communicating to us, but it actually is. And if we pick up on these things, our lives become much easier and much more in flow. There's less tension, there's more joy in life. The hurdles don't look that big. And I'll use a few personal experience. Welcome the second viewer for us today. Write in the comments who you are so we can give you a shout out and say hello. Usually the app pushes the stream to 10, 15, 20 people around the 5-minute mark. It's weird algorithm of YouTube. Maybe I should write hate speech at the titles and have war to drag in more people and then just trick them. And then they'll listen to us spiritual hippies. What do you mean bad news? Explain what do you mean by bad news? smoking white sage in the morning is really good. I believe it's good. In Missouri, you cannot sell food made in home kitchen on Uber Eats. The state's cottage food laws allows for production of specific non-hazardous items from home kitchen, but it's strictly third-party delivery apps like Uber Eats. To be honest, fuck those rules. That would be my advice. But work on the first idea. Sell it to the workers of the Amish people that live around you. And again, you need 40 meals a day at $10 profit. That's it. So that's 40 people in your neighborhood at $10 profit. And you'll make double or triple the money from your restaurant that you're working at. Or you can just move to Texas or Florida. If I was in the United States, that's where I would move. Texas or Florida. Those are the only states in the United States right now that are completely for freedom and rights and everything. Hey, everyone that just joined the chat, let us know who you are in the comments so we can give you a shout out and start this beautiful live stream about how to listen to the divine. And answer the poll if you hear the divine. Beautiful white sage. Sounds good, man. That sounds good. Evan, I understand. Yeah, 100%. It's annoying, these custody things and all of that, but my advice, if you guys, when you can, try to move to Texas or Florida. Those are the best states today in the United States to live in. But yeah, making bread as well, that is beautiful. People love homemade bread, and the thing with bread, if you make it and people smell the bread, they will want to buy it. There's a thing with bread smell that it's like, what's this smell, what's this aroma, and people are like, I want that sort of thing. But yeah, definitely keep looking at those things, keep looking at that. Also, another good way to work, if you know how to work on the internet and use the social media and all of these things, is to do like a cooking course that you sell to people, like cooking with you and stuff like that, online live cooking together. You set up like a thing on Patreon and so on, and then like you teach people how to cook and you do it live with them together. You don't need a lot of people. You need 2, 3, 4 people to pay you, $20, $30, $40, $50, $50 to cook together, and you teach them how to cook. You can do it live with people in your kitchen and also have a live stream of it, which could also really boost and create another source of income, in a sense, like twice a week or once a week, and slowly start it. It will take time to grow, but eventually, like, this is something people want to do. It's like community wise, connection wise, and use the platforms. You should do it. Why not? You should do it. All right, so finally people answered a little bit about the thing. Please let us know, viewers, who you are in the comments, so we can say hi and a shout out. This is a very personal live chat that is community based and love based, praying based, and all of this stuff. And Eric is one of our most unique members of the community, one of the first ones to and follow, and is here a lot. Beautiful father of two, and also has another from with his wife from the previous husband, who's looking after four amazing children. So we're here to help and support one another. We're here to share mindfulness, meditation. This is where I come in, breathwork, and and spread the good word of God. If it's using Jesus's words or using Old Testament words, but just as long as it's the good word and happy words. So today, about what I wanted to talk about that came to me was, how do we listen to the divine? How do we listen to God speaking to us? And it's not direct. One of the ways that you can listen to the divine is ask for signs. And a lot of times when you don't ask for signs, the divine will give you signs. So I'll use myself as an example. I wanted to go and fly to India, and Eric can vouch and hear me for the last month talking about it, and a month or two even. And every time I spoke about it, and every time I was about to act on it, something came up that prohibited me to fly. If it was family obligations, if it was a surgery in hospital, whatever it was. And this is a way to listen to the divine. That you put up a statement, you tell the world, you put it into creation, into manifestation, and you wait for the answers to come back. Meaning that if there are, hey Helen, blessings to you, welcome, welcome. Helen is also a prime member of our community. Strongest woman I've met online, and probably I haven't met her in person, so I can't say in person, but this is who we are. We're here to help, pray for everyone, and spread the good word and joy of this world. So again, going back to how to listen to the divine. So you put out a statement, you put out a word, you put out a thing that I want to do. And then if there's no hurdles and there's a flow to it, the divine wants you to do it. So for example, let's take my example again. I wanted to go to India. I put it out there for the last 2-3 months. And every time there came up a hurdle that stopped me from going. And I didn't fight it. So I didn't jump over the hurdle and flew anyways. I listened to the stop signs. And after 3 times, this is my rule, after 3 times that something is stopping itself from happening, I change course. I understand that there's a stop sign, there's a reason for right now for me not to go to India, and I gotta change my course and take it into another place. So I feel like going to Vietnam. And I put it out there, I wanna go to Vietnam. And then suddenly the tickets are really cheap. It's like a $200 ticket from Sydney, or $400 ticket from Brisbane, which is really, really cheap compared to if I wanted to go to India. It was like $1,000 direct, or long layovers and so on. So this is for me, this is a sign that the divine wants me to go there. Is allowing me and giving me an easy flow and opportunity to go. So this is a way to listen to the divine, is you put things out there and you wait to see if there is a hurdle or an escalator that pushes you towards it. If there is an escalator, that is an answer from God, from the divine, that he wants you to go. He wants you to walk down this path. It doesn't really matter why. Maybe it's the first step before you go somewhere else, or it's the destination you need to get to and spend a lot of time there. So that is one rule to how to listen to the divine. Second, he speaks to you by you asking to give you a specific message. And the divine listens. So sometimes he prefers to work in a mysterious way. He prefers for us to be more grounded, connected in the present moment, to actually listen to his hidden messages. But at the same time, he loves us and he wants us to follow him and connect to him. So he will send you a message that you ask. So you can say, hey, divine, if you want me to do this and you want me to take this action, please make sure I find a feather, or I see a person with a purple hat and a red dot today when I walk to town. And if he doesn't, that means he doesn't want you. And if he does, that means he will make sure there will be a person with a purple hat and a red dot, or there will be a feather on your doorsteps. So this is a few ways to listen to the divine. Is one, observe the repercussions that happen when you create a statement and manifestation for something you want to do or be part of, or is a specific sign to show you that you're on the right path. Now, just in general, we should always start our day and our morning by asking the divine to show us the path he wants us to walk on and give us a clear sign which path it is. And the reason for that is because every day is a new day. Every day the divine might want something new to change for us. It might want us to switch paths because we finished what we needed to learn on this path and he thinks we're ready to go to the next path. So it's really important to start your day with, first of all, gratitude for being alive, waking up, being alive, having a soul in this earthly, in this bodily experience. And second is ask for guidance to walk on the path that he wants us to walk on. So these are like my really generalization and quick things about listening to the divine, hearing the divine, asking the divine, and how to communicate with the divine on a daily basis. If you have any questions or anything that you want to add on top to that, please write in the messages as we're going to create a conversation here. My experience is heart-based knowledge, a feeling and absolute knowing after prayer. That's beautiful, Helen. Exactly. But that is, like you said, it's after prayer. In the prayer you're asking and then he sends the message. Sometimes our monkey mind, sometimes our fear, devil energy, whatever you want to call it, blocks us from hearing. So, and some people need a 3D experience to listen because they haven't worked on their intuition. They haven't worked on their openness, communication, stereo, radio with the divine, that they need a physical resemblance or physical envelope to actually read, if that makes sense. Another good way to speak in here to the divine is prayer or through meditation. When you completely block out the monkey mind and you enter this world between worlds, so you're not completely awake but you're not completely asleep, and that is the realm of where once you enter it, you ask a question and then you listen to the first answer that comes to you. It's very important, the first answer, not the second, the first. So there's a good thing in Judaism. What it says, for example, is that let's say you want to donate or give something to someone, and your first initial thought is to give everything that you wanted to donate to one person. And then the second is like, no, I should divide it between that person and that person. Follow your first intuition. That is what the divine wanted you. Your second guessing is the speculation. Speculation is the art of the devil, of negativity, of fear, to change what you need to do. If that makes sense to all of you guys out there. So just like when you're answering a multiple question survey, usually your first reaction to the answer is the right answer. Usually. All right. And today I wanted to do a 369 breathwork meditation. There's a lot of box breathing that people do, which is breathing in, hold, breathe out, hold. I like triangular breathing. For the Christians out there, it really connects with the Holy Trinity. There is a thing about 3, which is the true first prime number. 1 and 2 are not real prime numbers let's be exact. Yes, they are, they follow the green, but the true number of prime number is 3. So there's a lot of powerful things that we can do and work with the number 3, and especially with the number 6 and the number 9. Not for no reason Tesla used it as the code. Jesus, I always feel like I'm having a great open conversation with him, sitting casually on a rock talking about it. That's beautiful, Helen. That's beautiful. I love that. It just means you've been working very hard on it throughout your life, and you've been open to it and listening to it and following it, which is beautiful. And just everyone know that that doesn't mean that life is going to be easy. Quite the opposite. It just means all the challenges that you're meant to go through will actually happen because you have the power and the support of the divine within you. He's actually going to push you harder. He's going to test you more. He's going to put you in those situations that you're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel like you're going to break, because he wants you to enter those moments in order to grow and exponential. And the way I like to use the 3-6-9 is you breathe in for 3, you hold for 6, and you breathe out for 9. And you do that. The best way is to do 108 times, but we're not going to do 108 times of this breath because it's 3, 6 plus 9, so it's 9 plus 9, it's 18 seconds a breath, which is roughly, let's say, 20 seconds a breath. 3 breaths like these are usually a minute. We're going to try to enter into the minute realm of each of things, so we're going to do 6 times. This 3, actually we'll do it 9 times. 3, 6, 9 breath, 9 times. And then on the last one, we breathe out for 9, we're going to hold our breath at the end. There's a lot of power in breath hold, because when you hold your breath, it's sort of putting a pause on the universe. And in that moment, after 9, 3, 6, 9 breaths, in that moment that we're going to have a complete breath hold, is the moment. Yeah, we're going to do it soon. I'm just explaining it, and then we're going to do it. Eric. And in that moment of the breath hold and the breath out and the breath hold, breath in, is I want you to ask yourself, in the moments of silence, ask the divine to show you the path and the first step that you need to take. And just listen to what it says. If you want, have a book in front of you and write it down, have a piece of paper. If you want to use your memory, use your memory. I really advise on having a piece of paper in front of you to write down straight away what the message is, just so it doesn't really get diluted and mixed on the way. And this is a really powerful tool. It's gonna be about, let's say, about 5 minutes to 10 minutes maybe that we're gonna do this. This is a really good tool to start the day with, which is the 3-6-9 breath, 9 times, breathing in for 3, holding for 6, breathing out for 9. And on the 9th breath, after we breathed out for 9, we're gonna hold our breath at the end, and then we're gonna breathe in, hold our breath, ask the same question, see what the answer, and breathe out. I really recommend to do this first thing in the morning or last thing at night, just to sort of align yourself with the flow of the universe, with the cosmic energy of the golden ratio, basically. All right, so I'm going to change the poll, and I'm going to add here another poll, another thing, start a Q&A in the breath hold, ask the question, show me my path. Perfect. Let's start the Q&A. So for all of you guys that will join, this is the question that I want you guys to ask on your breath hold. So Eric, I would love if you get a piece of paper in front of you and a pen, and let me know when you're ready. Also Helen, please have a piece of paper in front of you, or if you guys want to remember whatever the message is, remember what the message is. We're going to start with an Om to open the exercise, and we're going to end with an Om to end the exercise. I love having a direct opening and a direct closing to every mindful spiritual exercise we have, because it's good to put like boundaries where we start, where we end, just to make it more of a ritual in a sense, if that makes sense to anyone out there. Hope I'm making sense. But yeah, this is gonna be what we're gonna do today, and then we can go and have more personal chats, and I'll add more life stories to these chats. All right, Helen is ready. Eric, let me know when you're ready. Everyone else that's here on the chat, please comment so we can know who you are and give you a shout out and explain to you again. I'll explain for everyone that's here. Stay with us. This is my gift to you. We're going to do a breathwork meditation exercise. We're going to breathe in for 3. We're going to hold for 6, and we're going to breathe out for 9. We're going to do it 9 times. And then we're going to have a big breath hold and a big on the outer breath and a big breath hold on the inner breath. And then we're going to end it with Om. So without no further ado, everyone that's here with us on the chat, enjoy. Find yourself sitting in a comfortable position, with your back straight or laying down on the floor on your back. And let's start this exercise today. Let's breathe in for Om. Take a breath in from your nose. And breathe out for Om. Beautiful. Now let's start this exercise. First breath, breathing in, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3, 4. No, sorry. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathing in from the nose, 2, 3. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out from the mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathing in from the nose, 2, 3. Holding your breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathing in from your nose, 2, 3. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out from your mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathing in from your nose, 2, 3. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out from your mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathing in from your nose, 2, 3. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out from your mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathing in from your nose, 2, 3. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out from your mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathing in from your nose, 2, 3. Holding your breath, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out from your mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And hold your breath and ask the question, God, can you please show me my path? And listen to the answer. And take a full breath in from the nose. And hold and ask again the question in your mind, God, can you please show me my path? And listen to the answer. And breathe out. Take a breath in for Om and out for Om. As you can see, very simple 5-minute exercise for clarity, for guidance. Would love to hear from Helen and Eric. How was this one for you? And everyone else that joined us. There's another 2 people that were here with us, which is amazing. Would love to know who you are and welcome you to our beautiful community. You're so welcome, Helen. I'm so happy to share this medicine with you every day. And the different types of medicine. It's like I have a cabinet of spices, which is meditation and breathworks. Amazing. So happy to hear that. 108. The reason for 108, because it's 9 times 12. 9 times 10 is 90. 18 plus 9 is 108. And that's why you have the malas, the beads, there are 108 beads that you see all the yogic and the shamans use. It's because it just makes it much easier to count the amount of times, because you move each bead once you finish a full cycle. If you're doing it by yourself, it's much easier to divide it to 9 times 12. So like we did today, 9, you get to 9 and then you say 9, 1. And then you breathe 9, 2 until it's like 9, 12. That is the best to get the most amount of answers, to get the most amount of the meditation, of the breath work itself. There's a magic thing that 108 times the cycle of 108, it creates amazing flow of with breath work and meditation. Or another way to do it is to do 9 times into each chakra. You go up 1 to 7, and then you do again chakra 1 and chakra 2, which is, sorry, you do 9 till 7, and then you do up until 5. So 7 plus 5 is 12, and that way it's easier for you to follow your count. So you do each breath into each one. Hey John, how are we doing today? Did you join us for the meditation breath work that we did today? That's beautiful, Helen. I agree with the divine. You definitely need to be kinder to yourself. Always, always, always. We're so, not just you specifically, Helen, but us humans in general, we are very big criticizers of ourselves. We're very big, we create self-doubt, and and when we do create this self-doubt and this harsh self-judgment is usually a way of how we hurt ourselves. How we going, family game? Full game family. How we doing today? Did you join us for the breath and meditation. Let's start a new poll. Uh, Life. Okay. Me to talk. To talk about mindfulness, mindfulness, life, stories. Let's start a new poll. This used to bring in a lot of views. We'll grow. We'll grow. I've been asked to help control trauma victims, especially women. Yes, please. Go do it, Helen. You have lived experience. It will be very, very helpful. A human like yourself, Helen, will go and talk to these humans and show them how you can overcome it, and especially by bringing God and the divine into your life. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Started early, which is good. Go to the river. And yeah, I feel really good about Vietnam, because I really feel, and let me know if any of you guys been to Vietnam before, but I really feel like Vietnam is sort of where Bali and Thailand was about 20 years ago, 20, 30 years ago. Like it's opening up to the West, it's creating places. There's a lot of beautiful mystical culture and spiritual culture there. There is lots of places that are not known for everyone, and will become magical very, very soon. Yeah, I can't go into the water yet because of my wound. Is where the surgery was is still kind of open, and they don't advise to go into rivers or oceans because it's an easy way to get bacteria there. So I can't go into water yet. So, but eventually I will. That's okay. That's a sign from the universe. That's the sign from the divine, from God, to take a break, take a breather, and wait. So I'm listening. Like we started this, how to listen to the divine. He's gonna put an obstacle forcing you not to go into a certain path, so you can choose another path. So for example, I would always excuse that my exercise is surfing and water stuff and so on, and I didn't do it as much. And now with this healing process of mine, yeah, it's nearly healed. It's nearly closed up. I feel it. Because of this process of mine of healing and the injury and the surgery, I've started doing exercises in the morning. 30-minute exercise, some squats, push-ups, sit-ups, some legs, body movement, body weight stuff. And I'm gonna force myself to do this full week now, and then next week add another 30 minutes in the middle of the day, and then the third week add another 30 minutes at night, because I really think and believe that a healthy physical program is not an hour or 2 hour program of lifts and that. It's actually 15 to 30-minute programs, 3 times, 4 times throughout the day, breaking it into small fractions, allowing the body to break down a little bit and heal, break down a little bit and heal, break down and heal. And yeah, that's my personal belief. Might be right, might be wrong, might be because I don't want to dedicate 2 hours in one go to it. I'd rather dedicate an hour and a half throughout the day for exercise and make it easier. I also believe that is true for meditation and for breathwork. Thank you, Helen. Thank you. Your prayers are helping for sure. Thank you, appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate it. All right, people want life stories. Let's wait. If you lived 700 years ago, what do you think you would be doing? If I lived 700 years ago, what I think I would be doing? Probably I would be a warrior. I would be a soldier. I think that's what I was doing 700 years ago in different lifetimes. I and this will go into a life story. So, for those of you who don't know, I used to be a professional soccer player since the age of 14, basically, and the and I was playing in Spain in football academies, and then I played in Israel in football academies, and made it. And I was part of the professional team, one of the biggest clubs in Israel. I was a goalkeeper, so I was the third string goalkeeper of the third biggest or second biggest club in Israel. Played in football academies in Spain, and through sport and especially soccer is a way that I was able to sort of bypass school and get through school, because the schools always wanted athletes, recognize professional athletes in their school, because they brought pride to the school, because we played for the schools, and the teachers and the principals and the advisors would kind of really cut me a lot of slack. And the day I decided, the day I was discharged from the military in Israel because I had a car accident, and I blamed the car accident on my mental health that discharged me. That day was the day that I stopped wanting to play soccer. Basically, I stopped wanting to be a professional soccer player, and I used it to go to university, and I played in university in New York to get an education out of it, kind of, because I never went into education, so now I'm going to get an education out of what I spent all my childhood doing, and went on this new path of mine. And that got me to think and see, and not to be angry that I didn't fully make it professionally, or I wasn't a star player, because I had this profound understanding that God wanted me to be an athlete, and use that excuse for me not to be a combat soldier in the IDF. Uh, he used it for me in order to bypass me from that lifestyle, because I really believe that this time on earth, my path, my reasoning, the thing that I'm here for is to be of service to others, to grow spiritually, to help others grow spiritually, to help other people, life mentor, life coaching, allow people to transform themselves, allow and to be a guidance of people for their self-healing journey, to translate spirituality, mindfulness, religion for the common human, because this is what I'm really good at. And one of the signs was that the reason and the feeling for me wanting to be a professional soccer player and a professional athlete ended the day I was discharged from the military. And the reason I'm saying this, this is my life story, what I mean, again, going back to listening to the divine, is that I know that if I would have enlisted into the Israeli military as a regular soldier, not as a professional athlete, and I would have went and become a combat soldier, Marines, Navy, parachuters, whatever, I would have been an amazing soldier, because I really have this self-discipline mentality to serve others, to be a good soldier, to be a warrior, to fight for what I believe is right, what I believe is justice, very pruned to have my thought process to become a high sergeant soldier in militaries. And the divine really didn't want me to be a warrior today, in this lifetime. So answering your question, Ricky Roo, is what I think I would have been 700 years ago, a soldier, a warrior. And I would have, most definitely would have been those warriors who was to die on the front lines, to sacrifice myself for another. I have that feeling inside of me, like putting myself in harm's way for the sake of others is an instinct, internal value of mine. Only the crazy people become goalkeepers. Who wants to be kicked at all day and be blamed for one mistake when everyone makes hundreds of mistakes a day. You have to hold yourself to the most highest level of discipline and highest level of sacrifice and criticism, because one mistake as a goalkeeper, everyone blames you for the whole game, you know? So it was very strange how I chose that profession and that position in soccer. That's that you shouldn't have went into tackle with you. But yeah, it was really really fun. It was a good time, and it got me to see, and it helped me navigate through my path, and yeah, and again goes back to listening to the divine, listening to provide to divine providence, and to listen to God, listening to that internal message, and seeing what it is. But yeah, so because I was a professional athlete during my time in the IDF, my role was basically to clean one level of where our base was, just like in one level of offices, two bathrooms, one level of offices. I would come once a day for an hour, clean, sit down with my commanders, laugh about things, life and that, and then go back home. So again, it was very, very profound, and everything was in flow, and everything needed to work out the way it did. But for sure, if I didn't have this professional athlete attribute to me, I would have been a combat soldier and probably would have been in war right now. So I probably would have died in this war or the previous wars. I know, yeah, I know, not too much. I used to play it when I was living here as a kid. It's very fun, but I was never really good at it. I wasn't as good as when I was in soccer. But yeah, AFL is a really fun game. It's probably the best rugby football game, gridiron game out there. Fast pace, combat, kicking, running, really, really fun. Ah, all right, beautiful humans. This is another time. We're gonna end this beautiful live chat. Thank you for joining. Thank you for participating. For those who are in with us, if you like what you hear, what you see, if you like the meditation, the breath work, if you like the community, please like, share, subscribe, join, share this video with others, and hope you all have a beautiful day or night. May you sleep well, may you wake up well, may God protect you and your family, may God send love to Charlie Kirk's family, Erica Kirk and his movement. May God send love to the whole of the universe, and may we finally live in peace. Amen. Thank you, Helen. Thank you for your prayers. Bye, beautiful group, and I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Wait for more updates.